Hey everybody, we're going to talk about modes a little bit more today. I want to start with this first video and show y'all, or actually just talk about playing modes out of a closed position. That way it's movable. So a lot of y'all are trying to play them using open strings, and that's fine, but it's best if you can kind of have an understanding of what they look like on the fretboard in some patterns before you start using open strings. So I'll demonstrate on guitar, and we'll start in the key of F here. And what I want to talk about is playing, staying within one key, say the key of F, and then working our way up the scale in, we might call it modes, shapes. Okay, so you'll see what I'm talking about. So if we start with the first one, okay, so that'd be F major or F Ionian. Now every instrument's going to be different depending on if you're playing mandolin or banjo or dobro. I'm just using guitar to demonstrate. What you want to do is look at that, what that shape looks like. Okay, and that's just one octave. We're starting with that particular octave. But so in my mind, I can see that that's what an Ionian shape looks like, no matter what key it's in. So I could be in A, and I know what that shape feels like and looks like. Okay, so that would be Ionian major. Okay, now we're going to stay right in the same place and play a Dorian. This would happen to be a G Dorian. We're keeping all these notes in the F scale. Okay, and let me just play all the way up at first so you guys can see what I'm doing. Try that one again. Okay, so all of that is in F. Those. Okay, and so I'm doing two positions before I move. So that was like major or Ionian, and then a Dorian shape, which would be G Dorian. Oops. And then I'll move. And that'd be like a Phrygian shape. And then Lydian. And then move to another shape. So I'm playing two scales before I move my hands up to another position. Okay, so now that you've kind of seen that, let's go back. So Ionian or F major. Okay, that's F to F major scale. Now we're going to go G to G using an F major scale, but that also is called G Dorian. And now we're going to go up here to A. We'll play A to A using an F scale, which, let's see what. Okay, we won't worry about the name of it yet. And then we're going to go B flat to B flat using an F major scale. Now we'll go C to to C using the F major scale. And then D to D using F major scale. And then we'll go E to E using F major scale. And then back to major. Okay, so I hope this is translating over. The idea I'm getting at is to look at each one of those as a certain, you might call it a mode shape. So this would be an Ionian shape, for example. The next one would be a Dorian shape. Sorry if I could play it. The next one would be a Phrygian shape. Next one would be a Lydian shape, and a Mixolydian shape, and then an Aeolian shape, and a Locrian shape, and then back to an Ionian or major shape. Okay, now you may come up with slightly different fingerings, and that's something you could work out on your own or talk to your instructor, whatever your particular instrument is. I'm just trying to convey the idea to you to learn these modes out of some closed shapes. And that way, whenever you, for example, on the midterm, you had to play a couple of different modes out of a couple of different keys, you know what those shapes feel like, so you just go to that shape for that particular key. Okay, so I hope that's kind of making sense. I'm going to stop this video and do another one, and we're going to demonstrate those modes using out of the key of G. Okay, so hopefully this is helping so far.